Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we've got another New Vegas classic brought back here. This is the Varmint Rifle. This is obviously the starter weapon in the game. You shoot bottles with this and Sunny Smiles in the very beginning of the game. If you do any of the tutorial at all, the first thing is, you can shoot bottles. And it looks just like the Varmint Rifle did in Fallout New Vegas. Obviously, like, the textures look a little bit better and all that stuff, but it sounds pretty much the same, very soft, weak. It's a very small caliber rifle, bolt action, not really good in any meaningful way. With those little iron sights, the reload looks good. The animations and stuff look good. It's very weak weapon by default here. Shoots the 2-3 ammo, so this does require munitions. As you see, they're cut off stock, very basic version of the gun. Let's see how good we can get, and we do have a unique we're gonna get a little bit later on in the video. It was like the rat catcher or whatever that was in Fallout New Vegas. There's like an integrally suppressed one with like a night vision scope, I remember. That one was actually pretty good. But let's see what we could do with this weapon here. So this is added to the level list. You got to find it out in the world on enemies or in vendors and stuff. We can go all the way up to advanced receiver, which we should do, right? It's always the best option there. We have an integrally suppressed barrel here, or a light long barrel. That's pretty much the best options. You could do the short barrel stuff, but the suppressed barrel is essentially functioning like the short barrel in terms of the range and stuff, but integrally suppressed. But we'll keep the long light barrel in there for now. This is technically called a short stock. It's really like a no stock, right? This still says exceptional sighted accuracy. I just don't believe you. We have a light stock here, so that has better AP cost, which is cool. A gunslinger stock for reload speed. A marksman stock for the best recoil with scopes, right? And then a sniper stock, I imagine, would just be the best, literally overall. The best accuracy stat. But let's do light stock here. We could also go large magazine, medium, in-betweens and stuff. Let's put some glow sights on there for now. Makeshift versions of compensator, muzzle brake suppressor. Got a flashlight or compensator, muzzle brake suppressor too. The suppressor still does reduce range, but only a tiny little bit. We'll put that suppressor on there anyway. We have a flashlight, recon laser, or VATS targeting module. Let's put the flashlight on there for now. Even though that's going to be a little bit weird, I do have an NCR Ranger outfit on, so it's going to be a red flashlight just because that mod's coded to do that. And that flashlight definitely gets in the way of something like iron sights here, as you see. That's what I want to show off. So our suppress sound very quiet. That bolt action is still very slow. Even with advanced receiver, we're still not doing, like, it's not like sniper rifle, like your main game sniper rifle damage, right? Your 50 cal sniper rifle, your 308 sniper rifle. Quick eject mag is quite quick though, so that does count for something. It does use what is, you know, I would consider a pretty light ammo, right? Pretty chill there. Obviously, if we're going to do anything with this flashlight, recon laser does improve fire accuracy as well. You want a longer scope, so we can start with the dot sight here. We can also go with that suppressed barrel if you want to, and then just skip the whole suppressor thing if you're going to suppress it. You do lose a little bit of range, but it keeps it light. So we have that recon laser on the end there. The hip fire accuracy, I still wouldn't say is super great. The gun is nice and short though. Still sounds the same, suppressed barrel or suppressor on there. Nice little dot sight, at least it's clean enough. It's still, even that recon laser still gets a little bit in the way of the dot sight here. It's a pretty simple reticle. Little suppressed shots, bolt action. It's a classic gun, really is the deal though. I don't know what we have done to make it not wood. Is it the stock? I mean, I guess that was the AP cost. We should still try to check that out. The suppressed barrel being lighter should also help with the AP cost as well. We have hollow sights and reflex sights here. Let's see if any of these sights really work. Like, we probably have to get big scopes to really get the targeting laser and stuff out of the way. Yeah, I do have a shit ton of ass shots though. That is true there. I wonder if that's all light stock or the suppressed barrel. It's a combination. Obviously with the recon laser as well. I really like the VATS targeting module though. You know, just make me a chance to hit in VATS higher. We do have a reflex sight here. Short scope is probably where you want to start it here. It is a sniper rifle type weapon. You could do the light stock thing. I do think there's a benefit to having that extra AP. Even with the short scope on there, it does cost more AP as well though. But you do want those manual sneaky snipes, especially with a gun like this. Now that obviously the thing's not in the way, it's still got that slow bolt action rate of fire though. There's not really anything you can do about that that's fundamental to the gun. It's not like we're getting a full auto Varmint Rifle or anything like that. As much as that would be insane and very cool and fun in its own way. You can medium scope, long scope, night vision versions, recon scope, and of course the thermal scope. I don't really like the thermal scope because they don't actually work like thermal scopes do. The turret is just all orange, right? Like the turret is orange, and it, like, you know, it's just a weird effect. I think that's not what thermal scopes should look like, but it is there if you are into that kind of thing. You can do the long barrel. You're getting more range, and it says more accuracy, but it's really not. And it is technically the long light barrel is a little bit lighter, but I really would go with something like that short scope. I don't think you need a crazy long scope, because especially if you're doing something like with the VATS targeting module, you want to use that light stock. Because if we go gunslinger stock here, we're back to at least to the nice fancy wood grain. We do get like probably like one less shot in VATS. That's not a huge deal. And we do get better reload speed. So let's see what that looks like when we reload. I don't know if that's like, this is quick eject mag. It's still pretty. I mean, I don't think that's making a huge difference. You might, you know, you guys go sniper stock maximum. I mean, it says it's better accuracy and recoil control with the scope, but with the bolt action, you're never going to really deal with recoil anyway. You're going to have to change the bolt. Is really the limiter there. I think light stock is the way to go. Keep the weapon light. Suppressor barrel might be the way to go. Even though the long light barrel is lighter, then when you put the suppressor back on there, it'll become heavier than the suppressor barrel. Like, you gotta like put the math together, okay? You can also not do the large magazine if you went something like just a regular small magazine. That should also be lighter, and then we go with a light stock, and then we go with a suppressor barrel. We try to keep the weapon real small and light, and then you could just do VAT shots, and then we should have like a, yeah, back to kind of a pretty crazy number of shots. You'd have to hit the reload in there, but obviously with certain perks, like fast hands or whatever, I believe is an upgraded perk. Obviously you reload faster anyway, but then it doesn't cost any action points in VATS. You could just kind of crank the reloads out. They don't really matter because time is slowed down. Now this is the way that I would like to probably use the weapon. Just like a VATS, kind of hit any target I want. I mean, if you know, and then just have a shit ton of VAT shots. We'll see how that works. We'll try to get some sneak attack long rangey snipes with it as well, and we'll go check out where that legendary variant is, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit. We got some rain coverage here today. So we're over here by Fort Hagen. I've spawned to the medical clinic here. There's supposed to be a booby-trapped house near Fort Hagen where the legendary is. I know that there's bugs here. See, we have pretty good VATS accuracy too here. And we're sneaking. Especially something like bugs like this here, like these bloat flies or whatever the fuck the mosquitoes are called. Blood bugs, right? That's what they're called. Been a minute. Been playing a lot of Oblivion Remastered, you guys. I want to put that energy out there, okay? That game's sucking my life away. But yeah, we should have plenty of VAT shots, plenty of opportunity to hit things. Not quite shooting that thing through the wall. I mean, that's what criticals are for? Maybe? We got one over here too. It says 81, but is it an 81? It is. We got that. Like, so, in the situation where you can keep yourself stealthy and you're dealing with soft, squishy enemies like that, you're doing just fine. You have plenty of time to reload because nothing's actually rushing you or anything like that. So that's kind of a cool effect. Now, Fort Hagen should be chill. I'm not in the part in the story where this would be effective. Now I do not. This must be the booby trapped house. I have, you know, that's a booby trap. This is also a bottle cap mine. I have the sneak perk that doesn't make it so it doesn't get me. 12 gauge shell. So if there's shells here, is it a shotgun varmint rifle? Circuit breaker. Electrified projectile. As energy damage, you can turn enemy to ash. Well, obviously that's the one we're going to use, and there's a railroad agent here as well with a Mark 1 coat. I wonder if Kellogg killed this railroad agent. I wonder if that's the theory there. Obviously, we have to go check out the electrical one. That might be even better than this one, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, everybody, back here at my settlement, we do have the circuit breaker. It's got a unique looking wood to it. It does kind of make an electrical like effect, and it does turn enemies to ash, so it's essentially functioning like a laser. That's kind of cool. It does have some like electrical components on there. Let's see what we can do with it. Obviously, we still want to go up to advanced receiver. That does more damage. We want to keep the electrified barrel on there, so I guess we can't make this one suppress. Can we still put a suppressor? We could put a suppressor at the end of the electrical barrel, but you still have to have that one, which is fine. I like the light stock. We went over that. This is going to make it dark again. We'll go large quick eject mag just because we can. Maybe we'll put a little bit of a longer scope on there. And we'll go try to do some maybe manual sniping. We also can still put the VATS targeting module on there, which is great. And then we'll test this one out in some combat. I do hear some shooting right over here. We got a long scope. This is quite long. We can do some manual sniping. We should get less VAT shots for this. How many did we get? Still a pretty good amount though. 5 with this one. And this one is doing more damage due to that electrical damage. Let's see if we can go figure out what's happening over here with these shots real quick. I'm going to try to somewhat sneak around. If you guys don't know me by now, I am quite impatient when it comes to sneaking. I don't sneak in Oblivion or Remastered either, bringing that stuff up earlier. I just go around punching things to death, okay? Like, I'm not the dude. There's a raider in there. Thanks, VATS, for letting me know. And the VATS accuracy was insane. The long scope is going to help with VATS accuracy. We hear some shots over here, though. Oh, it's art. It's like the 2 arts. Yeah, they're just shooting each other. Well, I'll let you guys figure that out for yourselves. I will go to my normal sniping spot because this is a sniper type weapon. We're going to go over here. I always go to the Dunwich Borers because you can get the elevation of sniping down on people beneath you. It's just a really good sniping spot. And the rain has stopped. It's still overcast, but that should give us some coverage. There should be always a person in here. We can see their head sticking out here. We could take... Ooh, they just sat down. That's unfortunate for you. Sitting still, hold breath. 1 shot in the head. Still technically suppressed. Doesn't sound suppressed at all. There's another person across from me here. That did not 1 shot to the body. Just to know. See if we can get the headshot. If we hold still for a second. There we go. Just fine. You still can, but it is a little bit weaker. It's definitely going to be weaker, even with this electrical variant that does do more damage. We are dealing with less overall potential damage. You really got to go for them headshots. That is, there's somebody who just got turned to ash, right? It did not. We were in a little bit of a spot of caution. That should be fine. This person's going to be right here, 95. Let's see how many shots it takes. I'm missing 95. I'm just missing all my 95. I got to like adjust the angle because that was apparently hitting the rock or something. I hate. Or hit the stairs? We're really just hitting the stairs every time. Do you know how unlucky that is? Okay, that person's dead. I got experience points for it. We'll back up a little bit here. Just try to take a little bit of cover. I don't know what that guy's fucking shooting with. You hear somebody just fucking absolutely going nuts. We're going to kind of pivot ourselves around here. So there's a 65 shot. That's not horrible. We'll just keep stacking these up here. We'll see if we can, how many we can get to body shots. So there'll be 2. But even, so in the context of VATSI, this person is not going to notice the fact that I am there by the time I've hit him with that second shot. It's still fast enough for you to fire it. Everybody's chilling. The turrets are a little bit shooting at me. Really, all the turret is doing is giving away its position. One shot the turret, not a problem. Especially when we're doing electrical damage. Or energy damage, I guess, depends on how you want to think about it. One shot that guy. I mean, this is still, it's still a very functionally good weapon, and the vastness of it is kind of crazy. 2 on the survivalist here. Let's see if we can get 2 on this other survivalist. I hit only 1, I think, on the first one. So let's see if we can just get that lined up. We still should be pretty sneaky. Just crushed him. Just got him real good. Messed him up. Easy peasy life. Let's hit a little quick reload. But yeah, I mean, we're crushing this. It is obviously very working well sneaking style. We can use VAT shots if we want to at to a pretty good range here, this turret. Right? Still getting 1 shot Mark 5 turret. Pretty high level stuff. This maxed out legendary variant is quite cool. And it's pretty easy to find there. Obviously, we didn't actually have to deal with it in combat. We just had to deal with some bottle cap mines. Another machine gun turret. This is a Mark 3 though. This is definitely dead. And I'm using VATs here, but you could obviously manually aim. Turrets aren't even moving. That's not even a problem at all. Somebody is right here, though. It's a little awkward. Let's see. Hit him with a hipfire shot. Now I'm finally in danger, though. They finally ran up on me. Hipfire is still not amazingly great. Good enough. Power armor man. See how much you like the damage. I mean, obviously, you can just scope in his face. Broke his helmet right off in 1 shot. Right in his face. I missed the second shot. This guy's looking so... Where are you looking? Anyway, he's dead. It's a great gun. It's a classic, obviously. It's supposed to be like an early game type of weapon, right? Like you may not want to use this the whole game because I think still the vanilla sniper rifle is better than this. You can get a combat rifle. Showing that shit on the ground right there. The combat rifle definitely could be better than this. Can I hit this guy through the nose? No. Stairs are impenetrable bullets, which is fine. I think you guys get the idea, though. It is nice, and it's unique. Is actually pretty cool doing electrical damage because there's no other way to make it do that. It does something unique. That's the whole point of a weapon being unique to me, is that it does do something that the base variant doesn't do, which in this context is electrical damage. Maximizes that damage. It has all the scopes and stuff you would need, that vast targeting module. I mean, you could do like little red dot sights and all that stuff. You could do the recon laser. You can do light stocks if you want AP cost. You can do the gunslinger stock if you want reload speed. You know, small, medium, large mag. Right, pretty much covers all your bases there, right? It's the do-all weaker version of the sniper rifle, but because it's weaker, it does get a lot of vast shots. It does interesting things. It's a light sniper rifle, let's say, the Varmint Rifle, and it's obviously classic and iconic from Fallout New Vegas. You guys let me know what you think down in the Varmint Rifle, down in the comment section below. If you guys do want to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page, or the Nexus mod page. You can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, or it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.